Right, guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me? La 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 la. Hello. Right. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hello. I can hear you. We've still just got the intro picture on though.
Yeah, sorry. That was me.
There you
Right.
go.
We should be live.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Are we? I take it you're still on the same YouTube one though.
No, it's a different one. It says late one.
Is it? Thank God for that.
That's what this one. That's what that one was called though.
But we are live.
Good. The only trouble is, I can hear myself.
Yeah, you're on YouTube now.
So I need to try and get rid of this. Anyway.
Bear with us, folks.
It's been a total tits up. Right. So eventually we're here. Thanks for sticking with us. Hopefully spread the word so people come over. I might be sound a bit funny. I can hear my own echo. And I don't know how to get rid of it.
Did you get rid of the original?
No. Let me close that one down.
Oh, he's gone again.
Is that better?
Right, I've just put the link in the original one where everyone was still waiting. So hopefully they'll come over to this one now.
Cheers, bud. I can still hear myself. I don't know. Anyway, let's get on with it.
Go for it. Hello, everyone.
Oh, does someone want to put? Oh, you put it in the good man.
I've done the link. Yeah.
Let me just get rid of this. What a cock up.
Well, it's good that it happens now and not Sunday. That's what this was all about.
Yes, definitely. Like so, I can hear myself. That's a bit spooky. Let me just see if I can get rid of it quickly before we're waiting for people to come.
You just want to stick us in the background, Steve?
Say again.
Do you want to put us in the background? They don't want to look at us. It's bad enough they have to listen to us.
Right.
Yeah, you've got people are coming over now.
Good. Right. Let's see. For some reason, I've got an echo. That's strange. Modern technology. Don't you just love it?
It's not coming through from your YouTube, is it?
No, it shouldn't be. I don't think so. It's a good point, actually. No, it's weird. So I don't know.
Well, while you're doing that, shall I start going through who's in the chat?
Yeah, please.
Right, we've got Ruben Woodcraft, Hodgepodge Woodworks, Rex B, Getting Splinters with John, Klondike Craftsman, Wood Wizardry by Colin, Doug Miller, Richard Phelan, Barry from Real Simple Things, Mole Valley Maker, Richard RJK Spinning Wood, Dutch Turner, Mr. Mike Walt, Doug Miller, BB Turning, Dutch Turner, Joe Senior, hi Joe, Wayne Bigfoot Woodcraft, Terry Bray, Circular Wood by Keith, Jennifer Stroughton, didn't forget you this time. Riffy Woodshed, and Scott the Blue Light Turner, and apparently he's in the car with Dale. So Dale from Maple Tree Studios. I think that's everybody who's in the chat so far. And you've got 37 watching.
Thank you very much. Just echoes.
Put yourself on the big screen. Take us down.
There you go.
There you go.
That's better.
See if I
I'll
remove.
start pulling faces now.
Yeah. You don't know what I'm doing.
So I don't know why I've got the echo. Strange. But anyway. Nice little bowl. We think it's a peak of a Ruko. Well, we're not sure. But we're going to have a play with the Joe Sonia iridescent. So let's play with it. Let's get it in.
Oh, at least the Stream Deck's still working.
Yeah. It's about all what it is.
No, blah, 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 Stream Deck, blah, blah, boring.
Have you not got a Stream Deck, Mark?
No, funny enough, I haven't got a Stream Deck, no.
You'll get yourself one.
Really?
Yeah, they're brilliant. They're brilliant, Mark. You should get one.
Oh, you've got one as well, haven't you, Wayne?
Oh.
Blah.
Yeah, I've got one as well.
Steve, your camera's frozen.
Oh no, it's a good start. Gee,
Leave it there. Leave it there. Don't touch anything.
God.
That one's working. Don't touch anything.
I think I'm going to go home. Go to bed.
Oh, not you too, Mike. Oh, bloody hell, everyone's got a Stream Deck. I haven't got a Stream Deck.
Right. Round shape to start with.
Round-shaped stuff.
Right, you've already been sacked by Glyn. You stopped watching and gone to the kitchen.
You were going to use Yorkshire grid as well, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, well. Oh, that's good. Hodgepodge hasn't got a Stream Deck. Good. Glad there's somebody else that hasn't.
I might get another one just for fun.
Yeah, you bloody would as well.
Just because he can.
There you go, Wayne. There's a question you can answer from Dutch.
What?
He says, "What's a Stream Deck?" I wouldn't know
What's a
because I haven't
Stream
got
Deck?
one. I haven't got one,
Right,
so
if you the next time Steve comes on shot on camera, in the background on one of his shelves, you will see a little black box with 15 buttons on. And what that does, it actually changes the camera angles, the different cameras, and everything like that. It links into OBS, so instead of having to be in OBS to change the cameras and everything, you just press a button and it does it for you.
Like that.
yeah,
Like that.
yeah. If anybody comes into my live on Tuesday, you'll see me doing it the hard way with a mouse
Right, Pete
from across the
from
other
Twisted
side of the.
Pete from Twisted Trees has said he uses Touch Portal because he can't afford Stream Deck, and it's just as good, Mark.
I did have a look at that, but it looked extremely confusing.
What was that?
Touch portal. You can do it from your phone.
All right.
Wayne says
Mike
he hasn't
said
got.
his has got 343 buttons, Dutch.
Yeah.
Wayne says he hasn't got a stream, but he has got decking.
Yeah, and Joe's saying she hasn't got anything, lol. Not even a sofa.
Poor
I'll put
old
that
Joe.
last bit on, by the way.
It's very disturbing hearing yourself.
So Terry uses a number keypad with OBS, and that works fine.
Yeah, I saw those on Amazon. I did wonder.
Yes.
Just then trying to remember what the numbers do. Pete, if I get a touch portal, I may well be on phone to you.
It should be all self-explanatory, Mark.
This is me we're talking about, Wayne.
Yeah, Pete, he might be on the phone to you.
I barely managed to get dressed in the morning.
Yeah, I've heard the rumours.
More than rumours.
Hodgepodge is saying, can you not just assign hotkeys to a standard keyboard? You probably can, to tell you the truth.
You can do it in OBS. Right.
I'm going to be trying a slightly different setup on Tuesday, so I might be able to see the keyboard and the mouse better and the monitor. And
Sound this up.
because I haven't got Stream Deck. So.
Where'd I put my violin?
There you go, Mark. Pete's offering to come down and show you how to get it set up.
Mate, you'd be welcome. I've always said in all my times here on YouTube, anybody wants to pop down the Bude, workshop's always open and the kettle's always on.
Yes, Ruben, you can do lives with on camera. I used to all the time.
That's how I started. My first lives were just with one camera, weren't they? Now I've got,
Some of mine I use my phone.
now I've got 4.
I just thought why that top camera's messing up. I plugged the extension in next to that light.
Oh, Ellie's in. Good evening, Ellie.
Hi, Ellie. Kim Dickerson's in. Hi, Kim.
Hi,
Hey,
Kim.
Never saw him come in.
Hi,
either.
Ellie.
Benjamin's in. Hello, Ben.
I love that name.
I think it's
Jamming.
brilliant.
We're jamming. Sorry.
Tornado Wood Turnings in. Evening.
That's a
Hello,
new one.
Tornado. Haven't seen you for a while. 43 in, mate.
Thank you very much.
Neil Gould's in. Hello, Neil.
Evening.
And I'm going to say hello to Jennifer Stroughton again to make up for earlier today.
Ignoring her.
Steve.
Yes.
Steve, Neil's asking a question. How have you got your extractor fitted up to move in and out, please?
It's on a monitor bracket. One that you clamp to the back of your desk.
What did I do?
Actually stole the idea from Cole Jacobson.
Oh, yeah, he made one, didn't he?
Yeah.
BB Turning says he's got 100 snowmen blanks on the shelf in the workshop that he's busy avoiding.
Yeah, that's because Pete said he's got loads and loads to do for 3 shops. Snowmen and Christmas trees.
Right. 400. We will Yorkshire
Colin
grit the
said
inside.
The camera he's got to do his recordings doesn't work. It won't connect to Wi-Fi or phone. Okay.
That's
The
nasty.
original camera I used for doing my recordings just had an SSD card in it.
I must stop putting used ones back in the pocket.
Yeah, that's my bad habit.
So, black intrinsic. Clean all the grain first.
Terry Bray's asking, what cameras do you use, Steve? The picture is great.
Just cheap webcams. I will stick a link on my next video. I'll put a link in for them.
Are they
1080p.
1080p?
Yeah.
Yeah, the camera that I use, sort of when I'm speaking to people doing my lives, that was about 16, 17 quid from Amazon.
Yeah.
That's the one I bought yesterday, Wayne. That's arriving tomorrow. That'll be my 4th camera.
So Richard is asking, Steve, did you say what wood it is?
Not sure.
We
Don't know if it's a
think
piece of
Not sure.
Ruco
Hiroko or
lacewood.
I don't think it's lacewood.
No, that smells a bit like a
green,
Ruco.
the grain isn't tight enough, and there's no lacing in there. If you see what I mean.
Yeah, I think it's a Ruco. Smells like it. So, spray gun. Give it some colour.
JSG Woodworking has just turned up. Hello, JSG.
Good afternoon. Oh, evening. Sorry.
And Daddy Boy's just popped in.
Oh, Daniel. How you doing, bud? He's the guy I did the mirror for.
All right, nice one.
Oh, the one you showed us last night.
Yeah, well, I'm now going to show you. But let me cover that bit up, the nasty bit. That one.
Yeah, nice.
Very nice.
Kim said it's tree wood.
Tree wood. It is. Oops, wrong one.
It's wood.
So I'm going to give this coat of intrinsic black.
Danny Boy says, amazing, mate.
Thank you very much.
If I ever get a piece of wood that I don't know what it is, I just call it Edward. Edward Woodward.
Well, this is Norman.
No, Norman Wood.
Just going to dry us with the hot air gun.
Ruben tends to, any bits that he doesn't know, he tends to call it chunker. So it's a chunk of wood.
Chunk of wood. BB Turning says it's infibus wood.
In for this bit.
I don't get it. Yep, that's gone over my head.
Yeah, that. Liberate.
Yeah, explain that one, please. I'm a bit daft, I am.
It's got a big software.
Yeah,
So-
I can see that.
Let's see.
Danny Boy's saying, has he missed the making video of the mirror?
No, not yet, mate. I didn't video the scanning of the mirror because it took 26 hours. But I will do making the frame and the illumination of it.
Ah, I know what infibus is now. Infibus stands for I've no flipping idea, but it spins. Infibus.
Don't knock the black back too far, Steve.
No, I want that rough bit out. Right there. It's a bit soft.
Because if that's a bit soft, I would say that's not Iroko then.
That's a bit furry.
Get him, Bryn.
Kill.
Richard from RJK Spinning Wood asks, which airbrush would you recommend, Steve?
Good question. There's a lot out there. These, I'm trying to think where they came from. Someone else asked me the other day.
I know Wayne got his from Wish, didn't he?
Yeah.
They're about 80
Yeah,
quid.
right, if you're just going to start airbrushing, don't go for something too expensive. And if you're not going to airbrush very often, don't go for something too expensive. Mine cost, I got a set of six airbrushes, plus bottles and tools and things like this. But I think the price has just gone up. I think they're around about £90 now from Wish.
Did that come with a compressor?
No, that doesn't come with a compressor. That's just the airbrushes. The compressor I got from Lidl's for around about £75, and that came with a cheap airbrush with it.
You can buy a starter kit from eBay for about 25 quid. Just a cheap little air gun and a compressor.
Mole Valley Maker has said RDG tools have reasonable priced airbrushes.
No.
You can use an ordinary compressor, but you've got to obviously regulate the air output down to around about 35 psi.
Right.
And they're a hell of a lot noisier than the airbrush compressors.
Crash. You can buy something like this for about 25 quid off of eBay, which is what I started off with. And they're all right. So sound and seal that.
If you buy a vacuum pump, you can take the paint back off.
Wayne's on the go.
Don't mention the vacuum pump.
No, I was being facetious there.
Never. Oh no.
Ruben Woodcraft is
Right.
asking, do you thin your paint or buy pre-mixed?
What for? Colouring?
What Steve has put on there is a wood stain. It's not a paint. So you can actually just spray that on straight from the bottle.
Yeah. It's water-based. So sound and sealer.
I can't even believe that statement from Mike.
Yeah.
Why did you buy an airbrush in the first place?
Glenn, I was making a joke about taking paint back off.
Get him, Glenn. Get him.
Pete's saying he got a great deal. He bought a nice compressor with tank and 2 airbrushes for his wife's Christmas present. Borrowed it a couple of times, and now it's permanently in the workshop. Jennifer's saying she had one of those, the cheap ones that you showed, Steve. She had one of them, and she used it for acrylic nails, for fingernail paint and things like this. Mike's saying because he wanted to colour things. Well, that'll be your first then, Mike.
Or
maybe a second.
Was he drunk when he bought it? That was a 3 a.m. drunk purchase, wasn't it, off the internet? Go on, Mike, admit it.
It was probably UKIS. In which case, it would have been a 3 AM purchase.
Yeah.
Would an airbrush compressor be good enough for a resin pressure barrel?
No.
Not really. No. They do go up to about airbrush compressors do go up to about 50, but they don't really have a tank. It would take a quite a long time to actually get a pressure pot up to pressure, if you see what I mean.
And to hold it there would probably be on nearly all the time, wouldn't it?
Dutch Turner is saying paint helps disguise break lines. I've actually found the opposite of that, Dutch. Paint actually highlights mistakes, which is why you've got to be very, very careful about your finish when you're painting stuff or when you're staining stuff.
Right. Colours.
Lewis from the Klondike Craftsman says there's a rumour going around that Mike and Wayne are going halves on resin casting equipment. I don't believe that for a second.
No, I don't believe that for a second either.
No, definitely not. Wayne and Resin.
Mike Waltz just fainted.
Right, what about colours, guys?
Come on in, people in the chat. Fire off some colours.
Joe
Right,
Sonia,
my favourite colours are violet, green, and gold.
violet, green, and gold.
I always did. But doing the particular technique you're going to be doing here, Steve, you might want to think about using just one colour initially, just to see how it works.
I was thinking about violet on the black.
Yeah, try the violet. That's always a good colour to start off with.
Well, in the chat, we're getting orange, fiery colours.
Don't get orange in the iridescence. Can't do orange.
Yellow, hot pink.
See?
Don't get white either, Mike. You don't get white in the iridescence either.
Purple gold.
The red tends to come out a bit of a dark pink. It's not my favourite one of the iridescence.
Something about the Welsh flag. We'll ignore that.
So Wayne, would you put this on with a piece of tissue or a brush?
Sorry, Mike.
Either, it doesn't matter, Steve, because you're gonna rub it in anyway. Right. The thing to remember about using the iridescence, this is for everybody. The thing to remember using the iridescence is that number one, when you pour them out of the bottle or when you squeeze them out of the bottle, they all come out the same color. They all come out cream. So you've got to be very careful if you're using different colors. So you can get them mixed up. The other thing is that you don't need a lot. They go a hell of a long way. So you don't need a lot when you're using the Joe Sonia iridescence, especially with the technique that Steve's going to do tonight. You'll probably find that he doesn't actually use a hell of a lot of paint to actually cover that bowl.
Dave, do you know that Wayne's on screen? There we go.
That's better. Sorry about that.
That's quite all right.
He was talking. So about pea size.
And the amount he's put on that piece of paper should, I would say, cover the whole bowl.
It's going to be close. Not quite.
Not quite. Now, the reason that Steve stained it black first, you can either stain it black or you can paint it black first. But with the iridescence, you need to have a dark background for the iridescent to work properly. If you just use it on plain wood, excuse me, you'd probably still get the colour there, but the iridescent of the paint doesn't come through. You need to have a dark background for the iridescent to go on.
Paint on, paint off. Mr. Miyagi.
Did you have a link for the Joe Sonia's UK shop, Mark?
Bear with me. Sorry. Joe Sonia Paint.
I don't know, Richard, the answer to that question, whether Joe Sonia is male or female.
There you go.
You can. There's a couple of different websites. There's the Joe Sonia's UK shop, like Mark has just put in there. The person who runs that is called Lynch. Is very, very nice. I've met her and talked with her quite a few times now. She's very nice. The paints themselves were developed by. Oh God, I said this at lunchtime. I can't remember now.
Brain freeze.
Oh God, that's
Been asleep
terrible.
since then.
That is because
You've
I
been asleep
showed
since
one
then,
of the
haven't you?
paint Chroma. Right, the paints themselves were developed by Chroma, which is an American company. They do ordinary acrylic paints because it's not just stuff for wood turning. They do ordinary acrylic paints. They do metallic colours. They do the iridescence. They do different mediums like flow mediums, crackle mediums, pearlescent mediums. They do a whole load of different stuff. If you are going to go and buy some, if you are in the UK and you go to the Joe Sonia's UK shop and buy any in the contact area, or if you're paying by PayPal in the PayPal comments, please mention my name. Lynn does support me in the stuff that I do, so it's nice for her to get some new custom. She does appreciate it.
And it's good for you as you.
Yeah, it is good for me as well.
It helps you out. Right. So that's now gone a Purbury car. Do we leave it at that? Or do we choose a different
Have
one?
you got a close up, Steve?
Yeah, just give we. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the grain on that's actually quite close, rather than being open grained. Because I think what Steve was going to try and do tonight, with the likes of oak and ash, something that's really open grained. What you can do is you put the black on, you wipe you put the paint on like Steve has there. Then you get a damp cloth and start wiping the paint off. And what happens then is that the paint actually stays in the soft grain area of the likes of ash and oak. It stays in the soft grain area and actually comes off the hard grain, which gives a really, really beautiful effect.
That's not really a grain. It's like little spots.
Yeah.
But do we do another colour or not? Just leave it at that.
What you can do at the bottom.
Yep.
At the bottom and the top, you could use the bottom of the bowl. Yeah. At the bottom of the bowl and the top of the bowl, you could actually have a contrasting colour. Just a line is a sort of finger thick sort of line at the bottom and the top, just to have a different colour there.
Okay. Right. So contrasting colour to that. Do we go?
Stick a green on the bottom and a gold on the top.
Right. Okay. Green or turquoise?
Yeah, either.
Overall.
Oh, turquoise would be nice.
Yeah, I like turquoise. Turquoise around the top. Ouch.
And you won't need. You will not need very much for doing this. The thing is with the iridescence, if you put too much on, it can stay creamy. So even when it dries, it can stay creamy.
So low speed.
Yeah, fairly low speed. Yeah.
"40 minutes in, Steve. 41 watching."
Thank you very much. I'll try not to hold you up too much.
Oh, there you go. Pete's just put in. Also, when he mentioned when he was buying the paints, I'm taking this, he got a freebie in the parcel and a nice note as well. There you go.
Yeah, I got some like pads, paintbrush pads, sort of thing.
Oh yeah, like the foam pads.
That's it. Yeah. Helps if the goal was open. It is open. That'd be enough. Oh, that's pretty.
And they are acrylic paints anyway, the iridescent. So if you do want to thin them down, rather than using water to thin the paints down, I tend to use Floetrol or Flow Medium to thin the paints down. Because what that does when you use the Floetrol or Flow Medium, it'll actually thin the paint down without losing any of the effectiveness of the paint, if you like.
Excuse me. I like that gold. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see that.
Nice.
So let's just dry that off.
Don't go too heavy with that because it might bubble if it's on a wee bit thick.
Mountain View Turnings just popped in. Hello, MVT.
Good evening. Thanks for coming over.
Barry saying that he likes the colour.
Thank you.
Klondike saying that's nice.
So what do I go over that, Wayne? A bit of lacquer?
Yes, yeah. Once it's nicely dried, a nice bit depending on what you want. And if you want a glossy, obviously a gloss lacquer. If you're not wanting as glossy, use a satin.
Is that any
Yeah,
good?
that tends to be the one that I use.
Virgin cam.
I either use the chestnut that Steve's got there, or I will buy stuff from Alfred's or Homebase.
Pete from
Alfred's is quite
Twisted
good.
Trees. Pete from Twisted Trees has put a good comment in. Has anyone tried the Windsor and Newton paint range? They are in the range shop near him with iridescent, crackle, flow, gloss, etc. mediums to add to it.
Yeah, the range does a very good range of paints, if you like. The difference between ordinary iridescence and the Joe Sonia iridescence. Now there is another firm as well, Golden. I think you can get Golden. That's the name of the paints, and you can get that from Ed Oliver. Is that the Joe Sonias and the Golden ones are classed as interference paints. So when you do the likes of the string pull that I do, and the other types of painting that I do with the Joe Sonias, you get a lot more of the shadowing effect. Whereas with ordinary iridescence and the likes of the chestnut iridescence, it tends to be more of a solid color. If you see what I mean, you can actually make your own. You can make your own iridescent paints. All you need is acrylic paint and iridescent medium, which I think you can get from the range. You can certainly get it from Hobbycraft and other paint outlets, if you like.
Douglas Mungham's just joined. Hello, Douglas.
Hi, Douglas. Got another coat.
Dutch Turner saying this would look wicked on one of your goblets, Mike. Lost cause. Give it up. He won't do it.
Well, if you go back and the live that I did on Wednesday night, I did the gin glass and I did the gin glass stem with the Joe Sonia iridescence. Now the lacquer that Steve is using there, the chestnut lacquer, even if it was just a dry ordinary, that is dry to touch within about 20 minutes. You can put another coat on within about 20 minutes. Steve is using his hot air gun there.
See, I think Stuart Farini and Mike Walt should swap for 1 week. Stuart should do a goblet, and Mike should do a coloured platter.
Can you see Stuart doing that?
I would
Maybe
love
Paul.
to. I would love to see that.
Oh, I've overheated it.
Yeah, you've overheated it. That's the thing about
Look at that.
using the hot air gun.
Well, just a test piece. Crackle effect. Right.
Pete's saying he really wants to have a go at the string pull technique, but don't know anyone who knits. You can use small chain. You can use small chain. You can use thin string, obviously, because it is a string pull.
Mike knits.
Chain gives some the likes of jewelry chain and stuff like this. Even the small, the round ball chain that you can buy from the likes of the big box stores. The Home Base BQ we've got over here. You'll have people have them in the States as well. We can get the small chain that looks like balls put together. That gives a brilliant effect.
You mean like plug hole chain?
Yeah, like plug hole chain. Yeah.
Right. This isn't very square for some reason, but that'll do.
Right, I'm just nipping off for a second. I'll be back.
Okay.
All right.
Pardon me. Steve, can I put Mike's link into the chat?
Yes, mate, of course.
There's a link from Mike Walt's channel. Got a live this weekend. Sunday, I believe. 7:30. Well worth a watch. Man's a genius. One of the best teachers on YouTube. You're pretty good too, Steve.
I'm not a teacher, mate. Far from that. Not been doing it long enough.
And he's a proper gentleman too.
Thanks, Mark.
Well, you both are. Got myself out of that hole.
That's nasty.
And even though I'm retired, I still think of myself as a bus driver. So I have a special affection for Mike because he's a fellow bus driver.
Mike's one of the good guys.
Yep.
Who told you that?
He did.
Checks in the post.
Question from Richard. I saw someone use white spirit for cleaning wood, but I thought that was a no-no due to it being petroleum-based.
Yeah, I wouldn't use white spirit. Terps or methylated spirits, yeah. Not something that evaporates.
Yeah, I tend to use methylated spirits.
It's very hard. It's a bit thick. Just there.
Danny Boyer said, I had to stop watching for a few minutes. However, I was still listening. I want to express how in awe I am of how much the narrators have valuable input. Steve, you are a teacher for definite.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm still a newbie. All I know is from what I've learned from these guys.
I'm a newbie, mate.
You've been at it longer than I have.
Right. I don't want this too thin.
No, don't push your luck. Not tonight.
Not tonight, Josephine. Right.
Mark put a link in for Mike's channel there. The Dutch turner said, Mark, you spelt the Dutch turner wrong.
Was it supposed to be that link? Let me try that again.
Just clean this out.
It's that link.
Right, somebody has asked, I'll have to go back a bit, I just noticed that. Neil has asked, Steve, what grind do you have on your gouge?
45.
Yeah, that's the one that I tend to use.
Yes. What seem to get on better with?
Well, Steve's just finishing that off for the rest of the weekend. Tomorrow we have Ed Oliver on at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'm not very sure if there's a lunchtime one on. Nick the Flamin' Turner's on at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Sunday, are you doing a live on Sunday, Steve?
Hopefully.
Yeah, Steve will be doing a live on Sunday. I think Pete's got a premiere at 6:30 on Sunday, where he's doing an interesting project, showing a display turntable, using a 6-volt battery. I believe Mike's on tomorrow night.
Sunday night.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Sunday night. That's what I meant. Not tomorrow night. Sunday night. Mike's on Sunday night showing some sharpening. Then we've got the international podcast on at 9:30, and I still can't remember who's on.
No.
Jamie did tell me last night.
It was something to do with abrasive paste, wasn't it? Or
Can't
finishes.
remember. Can't remember. Oh, Hodgepodge has just said his premiere is 4:45 on Sunday. So after the Makers International podcast, Jamie will be on with the premiere at 11. Caitlin the Cat will be on at 11:15 with the premiere, and I'll be back on Monday lunchtime doing a live.
Mike's had to go. See you later, Mike.
See you later, Mike. Thanks for coming over.
Maggie Billiard's in.
Hi, Maggie.
Hi, Maggie.
That's a nasty bit of grain in there.
Dutch Turner saying no one here on TikTok, I guess. What's TikTok?
Ask Mark.
I'm not on TikTok.
That's somewhere where you can get yourself in trouble.
Shut up, you.
And I believe for those of you who are in the Woodturner 360 Club, I believe we have a demo on Monday evening.
Maggie says, hello, gorgeous Wayne.
Oh, thank you so much, Maggie.
What are you talking to me?
Back at you.
How is your guide dog, Maggie?
Is that payback from the other night?
Absolutely.
With your cheesy balls?
Can't believe you said that.
But don't worry, folks. The cream's clearing it up.
Yeah, me. Hodgepodge Woodworks is saying Woodturner 360. Yeah, it's an interactive Woodturning club. Hodgepodge. If you just put in into your search engine Woodturning 360, I'm sure it will bring it up. It is run by Martin Sabin Smith. I think we've got well over 100 members now. Maybe Pete can let me know how many we've got. I think it was well over 130 at last count.
You got it, Mark.
Can't breathe.
It's a good club. At the beginning, the first Monday of the month, we have a demonstrator on. Sometimes it's a club demonstrator, sometimes it's a professional turner, and then on the first Tuesday of the month we have a club meeting, and which usually involves one of the members doing a tour of the workshop.
Nice. You right, Mark?
Yeah, I'm okay now. Sorry, folks. Uncontrollable fit of giggles. Oh, dear. You buggers.
All the meetings are held, obviously the meetings are private to the members, and they're all held through Zoom.
Hobby Turner's just turned up. Hello, Hobby Turner.
Hello.
Hi,
Hey.
Andrew. Adrian.
This bit of wood is horrible. Got another bit there, look. Isn't there? Soak it. You right, Mark?
Yeah.
Now you've calmed down. Do you want to share with the group how you got the cheesy ball infection?
Well, for those of you that know, I have difficulty eating because my throat is damaged. Hence why the sexy voice. And it was suggested to me the other day that I try to have some different flavoured snacks. And Wayne, bless him, suggested that I try sucking cheesy balls.
There you go.
Only on a weekend.
I thought it was a pretty good suggestion.
I know he meant well, but it sounds so wrong.
The only thing is, when he started sucking them, they got stuck in his teeth.
We could have a bag of them sat on the lathe on Tuesday. You watch.
Oh, nice cheesy balls.
I'm sorry, Mark, I'll not be in on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, you're chickening out now.
No, I told you last night.
I know.
I've got to go and get me flu jag.
Your
Right.
flu jag.
Right, bit of Yorkshire. Where's the? There you go. Keep Glenn happy.
I think I've got Scott and Amy earworming for me on Tuesday.
I should be about if you need me.
And Steve. Oh. So there'll be many and varied cheesy ball references throughout the show, I dare say.
No, don't know what you mean. All right, rub this in.
I do apologise. It's very unprofessional of me to lose it.
Yes, you should have muted yourself.
I tried, but my mouse stopped working. The battery's gone in my
Yes,
mouse.
Glyn, somebody did mention Yorkshire grit.
Yay! Grit.
Good idea, Pete. Pete suggested I get cheese straws and use my sphere jig to make cheesy balls.
There you go. Cheese straws in resin, and then you can turn a cheesy straw sphere out of it.
That'll take a lot of sucking.
Dutch
Dutch
is asking.
Turner's saying,
Go on. No, go on.
Can you... Right. Dutch is asking, can you stream on YouTube via StreamYard when you don't have 1,000 subs yet? Yes.
Yes.
If you are using a PC, you don't need 1,000 subs to stream live on YouTube. You only need 1,000 subs, I believe, to do it through your phone.
Yeah.
You can stream through StreamYard on your phone, even if you don't have 1,000 subs.
All right.
Because StreamYard fools YouTube into thinking you do. Apparently. I think that's what someone said the other night. But if you go
There you go.
through StreamYard on a PC, you don't need 1,000 subs.
Well, no, and you can stream live on YouTube without
From
1,000 subs, and from a PC, you don't need
PC, yeah.
You don't. Yeah.
Because I stream live Dutch, and I've only got 386 subs.
There you go.
Dutch, I think you can if you use StreamYard through your mobile device. But obviously you can't stream direct from YouTube on a mobile until you've got 1,000.
So, friction polish. What do you reckon?
Yeah. Hide the tear out.
Yeah, I do need it. So chestnut products, friction polish.
JP's in the chat.
Good
Hello,
evening,
JP.
JP.
Hi, JP.
Lewis has said, what about a laptop on Wi-Fi? Yep, you can do that as well, depending on your signal, Lewis.
Straight from YouTube or with StreamYard, either one.
How do you stop your PCs from getting dusty in the workshop? Airline and air gun.
Yeah, mine's in a cabinet.
Henry Hoover.
Yeah, Henry Hoover or blow all the air out, one of the two.
But I am building a cabinet for my PC. Now I've got one. Hobby Turner's asking, what is the wood, please? We're still not sure.
No, we're not sure.
We're still
Horrible
not
bit.
sure.
It's not very nice.
Mystery wood.
I know what it will become. Ash.
You missed it today, JP. I went through the side of a box
Without your help.
without your help. Yeah.
Steve Douglas Mungham saying, Steve, that is the dog's doodahs.
Thank you.
Multiple thumbs ups.
Shame I overheated it and ruined the outside. Let's get out. Have a look.
You should build one of them jigs that I made, Steve.
What's that, mate?
Oh, you obviously haven't seen that then. Do you ever watch any of my videos?
I've seen one. I see the one today.
Oh, you've seen one?
Right.
Nice to have support from your friends, isn't it?
Who said we was friends? Right. You can see I overheated it. Hang on, it was there. Bubbled. Lacquer bubbled. But other than that, not too bad.
Nice, I like it.
Yeah.
That's nice. I like that. It's not a very nice pib. The wood's horrible. The grain and sort of there and this way there. See it?
It almost looks like a barrel.
I don't know. It's horrible.
Grain's
It's like-
sort of going everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah, so real light end grain there. And you got a nice bit in there, and there, and then another bit there. But let's see if I can turn that back, get in the cold jaws, and finish it.
People are saying that looks stunning.
Thank you
Very
very much.
nice. Looks great. Combination is really nice. Color combination.
Thank Wayne for that.
Yeah, that is the three colours that I tend to run out of all the time. The violet, either turquoise or green, and the gold.
There you go. See a bit better now.
Yeah.
I like that mottle effect.
JP
Well,
says
actually,
looks
to
great.
tell you the truth, Lynn was when I was speaking with her through Instagram a few weeks ago, and she was saying actually with some of the metallic paints with the acrylics, and this will probably work just as well with the iridescence. Some of the artists have actually been using a hot air gun to produce the bubbles
All right.
to get that to get that effect.
Well, that's what I did it for. You see.
There you go. You see, that's why we talked about it earlier, Steve.
That's it. I remember. Yeah.
Douglas Mungham says, Steve, do not dash it. Don't burn that bowl.
So the one video I've seen of Wayne's actually worked.
And you only watched that because you were an earworm.
Thank you. Who was that? Douglas. Thank you, sir.
Dory60 says, very nice.
I like that bit. I like the colour. It's a real nice colour, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just showing them out.
Very
Suppose
amber.
before I give a bit more sand in the sealer, that'd go better. But no, it's all right. I like it. All right, let's bring the guys back. Put your clothes on, Mark.
Giving much notice.
Right. I've actually got this is the piece I did as a demo piece. In case anybody hasn't seen any of the string pull effects I do on vases, there you go.
Nice.
They're gorgeous.
Yeah, very nice.
And that's using in fact that's using the violet. That's the violet, the gold,
That's how
and
you
the
do
green.
it, Steve.
Sorry.
That's how you do it.
All right, rub it in. I did have a go with string pull on a piece of board, but I think I had it too thin.
Did you get the sort of cell effect?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that effect.
Do you?
Yeah, you can get brilliant effects with if you do thin down the Joe Sonias, especially with the iridescence. If you thin them down too much, you do get this cell effect. Now, a lot of artists try to get this cell effect by using silicon.
Yeah.
To actually produce the cells. But I found if you thin down the Joe Sonias a little bit too much, it actually produces the cells anyway.
Yeah. I get the effect, but I was just like little balls in it, and like you say, where it's too
Yeah.
thin. But I will have a go and go. Right. Thank you very much, guys, for coming over. So just a quick glance quickly.
No problem. Looks lovely.
Excellent. It does. It looks brilliant.
For a trial. It worked how I expected it to. I think I've been better on a bit of ash. Definitely.
Yeah, like I say, with the ash, once you put the paint on, you can wipe it off with a damp cloth and actually leave it in the sock grain.
Yeah. What's that bit I had? I wanted it to try and get like this effect here. That's what I was looking for. But let's try. It worked. Right, then, guys, shall we kill it?
Yep.
Right, and thank you everybody for coming over.
Night night all.
Hopefully, be here Sunday dinner time. Wayne's give you a list already, so we'll be all right there. So thanks for coming over, and
Dale's
I'll
just
see.
popped in. Hi, Dale.
Bye, Dale. Bye, Dale. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for coming over. Take care. Have a good weekend. I'll see you Sunday. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Night night.